Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. Today's message is Magick is outside time. There's a beautiful world called Asha. It is heaven on earth, and it's all around you, and it is inside of you. But you cannot see or experience it because your third eye is calcified. And here I'm not just talking about fluoride or in a physical sense. I'm saying beliefs have blinded you. Let me ask you something. Do kings and queens, do gods need to be dependent on the dark system's governments? Do they need their rule, need their fictitious money, need their health care, need their housing and their programs? No, they do not. If we were all to awake to our true identity, the dark system would crumble immediately, as fast as a light entering a dark room, and even faster, because by the end of this message, you will know how to operate outside of time. You need to stop seeing time as linear, because magic only happens in the now, not going to be, but is. And I want to share, we've added a lot of new followers this month, so I'm going to share this story with you, and you're going to understand what I'm talking about here. Many years ago, I had just a bad feeling inside, and I knew it had to do with my kids. And so I told my ex-wife and her new husband, I told my parents and all our friends, watch out for the kids, something is going on. And then one morning in that place between awake and asleep, good spirit took me to the bottom of my ex-wife's driveway, and he had me put up a shield of faith between the street and driveway, and he gave me the words, the spell to speak. When I came out of that trance, I had a complete peace. There was no backup plan, no plan B. It was taken care of. And later that day, I got a call from my ex. She said, "You won't believe what happened. Our son was headed down on his scooter down the steep driveway, and he would go out into the street, and there was a parked car, and he couldn't see the car speeding up the street. And my ex-wife could see they were going to hit. It wasn't going to be good. She was yelling for him to stop, but he couldn't hear over her new husband was mowing the lawn, and she said it was like a nightmare. He got to the bottom of the driveway, and he actually bounced back off of an invisible wall, my friends. That is magic. And what happened is I imposed the highest truth, the real above all real, the good God into form and matter. The master said, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he who holds my vibration has God life." If you want to work in magic, in God life, rule as kings and queens, you have to work outside of linear time, because when you come into that linear time mindset, you pull yourself out of magic. If you look at what is and not at what really is, you will never produce the true reality. I want to read to you from Asha 11. Asha 11 says, "I will release my own ideas to receive God's ideas." And then it goes on to talk about purifying our world. And it says to purify our vessel one drop at a time. That is too much trust in time. You're putting your faith in time. We need to put our faith in God, in good, in the highest truth. We must convert our humanity into divinity. Then we will enter into higher dimensions. We cannot lower our truth to the dark system's theology. Now you might be wondering, what is the dark system's theology? It's a mixed God. Their highest principle of good isn't that good. As a matter of fact, it looks just like the government you don't like. And the dark system knows man cannot rise above their highest idea, because that would be blasphemy, to think you are better than God. Now stay with me. You want to learn magic for real? Or do you want to just keep going along with the crowd, wearing yoga pants, playing with crystals, and can't do nothing? Turn on your brain for 1 minute and listen. Do not get offended by this, but open up your mind and hear me. When my children were born, I heard them squeal and cry when they came out, and it actually made me start crying. My heart was moved, and I remember their little lip was shivering because they were so cold, and I wanted to protect them. I wanted to put them in a blanket. I felt like the nurse wasn't being gentle enough with them. I just wanted to love them. And I just heard, my friends, right now in the United States of America, the governor of Virginia said he would vote to let babies be born and then killed. Pure evil. How could anyone allow this? Because their God is a murderer. Think of their hero Moses, the story when the soldiers took pity on the women and children, said, we can't slay them. Moses said, bring them before me and slay them before my eyes. That is the hero of the American Bible. How about Jephthah? The Jewish people celebrated him for thousands of years. He told Jehovah, if you make me victorious in battle, the first person to come out of my home when I return, I will offer up as a burnt sacrifice. His daughter came out singing, praising, Daddy's alive, Daddy's home. He slit her throat and burnt her alive. My friends, that is their God. And this people of this nation have taken on the mind of their God. They're Jehovah's, they're Allah's, they're Shiva's. They're angry, they're jealous, they're hating, they're warring, they're killing, they're heartless. Their Bible says, don't trust your heart because it lies. It's deceitful. Listen to your Bible. Listen to your Quran. Listen to your leaders. Do you think that you are more powerful than our God? Well, hear me. Yes, we are. Let me introduce ourselves. We are the shining ones. We come from the stars to set things right. No more poisoning the earth. No more killing its creatures, murdering its babies. We have come in numbers and we have come in power. We are not here to discuss it, to vote about it, to beg you to change your evil ways. We have come to take over. My God, I love the story of Jesus when he raised the dead girl. He walked into the house and everyone was crying and mourning, and he spoke. He made a spell. He said, the girl sleepeth, and the whole room mocked him. Then he went to the girl and said, arise, and she arose. We use a different mind, my friends. We use different eyes to see, and we speak different words. We call things that are not as though they are. Today, go into your meditation and go to that place between awake and asleep and set your intention. Asha is, I am one with the highest principle of good. I am divine health. Sickness and disease dies when it touches me. I am light and I dispel darkness. I am truth and lie and illusion cannot live in my presence. Everything I set my hand to prospers. My friends, when you restore his image, hear me, the eternal one, the all good God does not hate, war, or kill. He is love, peace, joy, power, and freedom. When you restore his image, you restore your image. Then you create from this spirit, from this mind, and watch the magic happen. We are here. We are changing this world because in truth, Asha is. I love you. I love you. Share this message with everyone you can today. Bless you guys.